Hello and welcome to Two Wheels Extra and a special edition of the programme in which we've grown an extra wheel. We'll have all manner of three-wheelers. From something nice and solid and sensible for Fran and I to get a lesson in the art of riding a sidecar combination, oh and grab a spot of lunch, to the seriously rapid sidecar outfit of 8-time world champion Steve Webster on the track at Donington. Yes, I was scared. And from the solid and sensible and the seriously fast to this, the, well, just crazy. It's based on the BMW 1200C and just look at it. Even if you're not a big fan of trikes, and let's face it, they can get a bit, well, heavy metal, you've got to admit, this is one stylish creation. To my mind, it looks better than the original BMW bike that was donated to build it. Put together by Grinnell, the company responsible for maniac transport like the three-wheeler Scorpion and soon a four-wheel version. This took about 6 months of research and development by the team and is thoroughly approved of even by BMW themselves. The little handbrake, by the way, poking out on the left-hand side is a legal requirement and is, I suppose, useful on hills. It was fortunate that it already came with a telelever front end on the bike itself, so the yokes were adjusted and the trail increased to make it a little more stable, and that was all that needed to be done, no leading link adjustments to the front suspension. The engine, of course, is still the same flat 1200cc unit found in the donor bike. What's really noticeable here is this is not some garage-built, homemade bag of spanners. This is proper. It is beautifully constructed. The design and the actual build of it are as good as you would get from any mainstream full-size manufacturer. The quality is really impressive. It just looks mad. On this is counter steer, like you intuitively do on a bike. You've got to steer like you do a car. Takes a bit getting used to. Makes it a bit more like a club. Of course, cornering without leaning is a bit of an odd sensation at first. You get used to it. Do you know, I don't know whether I look good riding this thing or a complete idiot. No, I don't care. It's just really funny. Another plus of using the 1200C as a donor bike is you get lovely heated bar grips. Toasty. I'm sure there's a technique to this. I don't know if this is the technique, but this is my own technique. Another good point is it's got a pillion seat as well, so we could have got Francesca on the back. Nah! Wonder how well this thing would go down on a track day. Not very. If you fancy taking one of these crazy creatures touring, Grinnell say they're going to produce a rack so you can take your top box and even a trailer so you can take everything with you. Yeah. Grinnell are finding their customers for this creation are falling into two categories. One is those with just so much money they need another toy to stick in their doubtless large centrally heated garage. The other variety are those who fancy a bike but find them a bit wobbly around town. Three wheels are, after all, that bit more stable.
After you.
Yeah, right, fine.
Right then, Peter, so before you let me loose on this thing,
Yeah. You're going to show me how it's done properly?
I think so. I'm going to try anyway. see if you're capable. So we'll take you down to the little roundabout where we do the practicing. If you'd like to hop in.
Hop in, he says. This is the first time I've ever done this. So one foot goes there.
Yeah.
And I can rest my hand on there, can I?
Wrestle yourself in. It's a knack, you know, and you do get used to it.
Right, so that's how it's done properly.
Yes, that's right. You can have a go?
Yeah, and you're going to sit in here to ballast it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm good now.
If I can get out. Oh, it's all right. It's one of those acquired knacks. Okay.
All right, sit on the bike. Remember, it's one up.
So the gears are on the right, and it's one up, three down.
That's right, one up. I like all the British bikes.
Right.
The first one is up, but you only need to go off in first gear. So
I'm keeping it in first.
You're keeping it in first.
Oh, this feels very strange already. I'm on a bike and I haven't got my feet on the floor.
Don't worry, I feel pretty strange in here.
Yes, you look quite odd actually. Right, well, we're in first.
Yeah, right. So just go round the roundabout. First gear, stay in first.
Okay.
But what you have to do is remember to steer it.
Which is a really strange sensation because the bike's staying vertical, obviously.
That's right. Well, you play with the steering because you'll feel that the thing actually only works when you do steer it.
Yes.
Unlike a solo.
Yeah. And of course, going this way, the weight transfer is onto your wheels, so there's no way could we tip, could there, this way round?
No, this way is okay. So you're not going to tip it up as the sidecars like. Because you like a stabiliser wheel when you're going around right-hand bends.
Okay. It's lovely having this big torquey old single engine, of course. It plonks it along, doesn't it? Actually, I was quite surprised. It's really not that easy. The danger of lofting the wheel is ever present. Certainly aids the concentration, as was the fact that I knew I was going to have to take Fran out to lunch in this thing, and she's easily scared.
He told me he could ride. He said, Fran, come out for lunch in the sidecar. It's only about learning. You've got to be kidding. Oh.
Right then, Fran, your chariot awaits. Thank you, Peter. That was very useful. I feel quite safe, I'm sure. All aboard.
You sure about this?
Yeah, I'm positive.
You never told me.
No, I've not done this before. Yeah, you'll be quite safe, believe me. I was just going to get it started.
Just hang on.
I'm just getting it started.
Just hang on.
We look like Wallace and Gromit.
Quite nice, actually.
You ready then?
Richard has been promising this day out for ages, and he did lie to me. He told me he could ride one of these. Oh well, Peter seemed like a nice chap, and he wouldn't let Richard out on the sidecar if he wasn't ready, would he? So John, it's after the break when we go out onto the open roads and hopefully we get some lunch. Yeah? You did tell me we could have lunch.
Oh yeah. Do you feel safe? Welcome back to Two Wheels Extra. I am now a fully fledged and highly trained sidecar pilot ready to take to the open road with Fran here.
Let's just do lunch, Richard. Don't be trying any smart mouth moves. I could get a tan. What? I could get a tan.
It is a unique feeling. If you've never done this, find a way of trying it. There's something very jolly about the whole thing. There's also the danger that your passenger is always within striking distance. You've always got to bear in mind that there is quite a lot of weight to stop and the brakes are, well, not exactly sophisticated on an outfit like this. Plenty of planning ahead for corners, particularly those left-handers.
Fran?
Yeah?
You got a credit card with you?
Oh, don't start with that.
That's just an idea. It is good fun though, isn't it? It's kind of unlike any other biking experience.
I have never experienced anything like it, I can assure you.
It's very genteel.
It is. It's great from my angle, because of course I don't have to do anything.
No, that's true. Just squeal if the wheel lofts.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we'll stick to the 350 engine, love.
Yeah, all right. It's all right for you, because in your side, you don't have to wear a crash helmet.
That's fantastic.
Wind in the hair.
Yeah, I felt quite a bit of wind in my hair there, actually.
Well, it was quite frightening.
It was, yes. So I could do with a little hat of some sort. But,
It's less breezy.
and how is it for you? Because of course you've got your little open-faced one, which
It's
goes
very nice. It's
nicely.
very sort of refined, but I quite fancy at some point trying one of these powerful ones Peter was talking about.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to find a new sidecar partner.
Right, I think the food's ready now, please.
No good for the hair, though.
Oh, mine's all right.
You've hardly got me.
This is a kind of mad, eccentric English thing, isn't it? I mean, you wouldn't do this in... I bet the French don't do this, do they? Yeah, they wouldn't, do you know what I mean?
No.
You'd have to be English.
I tell you, I feel a bit giddy. It must be all the wind.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to cut through town traffic, though, would you?
Oh no, it's all the fumes, thank you. Richard, stop getting giddy.
All right.
You know what? You aimed for that last puddle.
I did not, and I
You
told you
did?
I was perfectly safe.
And if this wheel comes up one more time...
It didn't. There's nothing I could do. If I'd gone right, would have been in a field.
Don't give me that. Oh.
Never stop nagging. I don't know why. I learned how to do it specially just to keep you happy. If you don't like it, get somebody else to ride.
Well, I might do that. I need a man that's in control.
I hope you roll away before he gets here.
Peter!
Do you want someone to show you how it should be done?
You come and climb aboard. You know how to treat a lady.
Right, we'll see if we can.
Onward!
Are you all right there?
Back, Richard! All is forgiven!
Are you feeling quite comfortable? Right, it's all right. There's no trouble. It's quite safe.
Yes?
So we've looked at a genteel sidecar combination. This is not so genteel, and do not call it a combination. At most, it's an outfit, and it is extraordinarily fast. This is a World Championship winning sidecar racing outfit. It's capable of speeds almost as fast as the GP bikes, and will lap almost as quickly.
Paul, we seem getting it ready in the background. How big is this kind of racing? Because it's not something we know much about.
This is not something you know about much, but they do follow the World Championship. There is 10 venues per year, which they travel around the world. Australia is the long haul one. So the sport itself is becoming more and more bigger, for lack of a better word. People are getting to know about the sport.
But this isn't one of those things, because looking at it, you'd imagine, yeah, that's one of those things that's come from America and we've gone, that's nice, we'll have a crack at it. But that's not the case.
It's not the case. I mean, I must admit, it's bizarre to see two guys on a bike. It's not a traditional two-wheeled bike, there's three wheels on it. The Americans love it because it is bizarre. I mean, it is one of those sports that is growing. You've got the 8 times world champion in the background. He's been around a few times and he has got a big following himself.
World champions, you and your rider. It's got to feel fantastic, particularly because it's now associated with the superbikes, so plenty of exposure for you. Been a good year?
Yeah, last year was very good for us, for me and Steve as a team, and very good for the sidecars in general.
It is growing, isn't it? Is that partly because it just looks so mad to watch? It just looks crazy.
Yeah, it is. I think all the public are really interested in it. You know, I walk down the street now at home and people say, oh, you know, when's your next race? When's it next on television? And we get real lot of interest.
And it's got to be good that it's growing like that. What makes for a world champion? You're hoping obviously to get it a second time round this year. As a passenger, what makes for a world championship?
I think it's a combination between the driver and the passenger. Obviously the passenger has to have real faith in the driver, and the driver has to have real faith in the passenger, and it's that balance. I mean, what Steve has to be able to do is drive that sidecar like a car, like a Formula 1 car.
It's terrifying. I think you're absolutely mad. It is in there in your car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you're just chilling and preparing for the next run.
That's it.
I'll go and talk to him.
Okay, mate.
There's a bit of pressure there. To be world champion 8 times over, going for your 9th, that must just be enormous pressure. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, pre-season testing always come up with these little gremlins that we've got one here. When you look at the bike, it's in bits, so well, it's nothing that we can't handle.
Is this alright for the driver? Because you get all the glamour, don't you, riding this thing? Do you not find that your passengers get sick of being called, doesn't Paul get sick of being called passenger? Sounds like it's not, is he, really?
No, you need a good bit of baggage to make these things handle.
It's not listening.
I don't think so. It is the sort of glamorous end of it, but I guess, then again, maybe it isn't, because I suppose hanging off the thing as a spectacle, it does look incredible with the passengers hanging out the side.
They get the buzz out of it in that way. I mean, I personally would never passenger on one of these things.
It's a bit nuts, isn't it?
I've got all of the handlebars. I can stop it. I can make it go and all the rest of it. I mean, he's coming with me wherever I go. He's coming. So.
He'll follow you, right?
That's right.
And that brings us finally to the machine itself, which is, I mean, this is the first time we've seen it without its clothes on, as it were. Clearly, that ain't a bike, is it? Really?
Well, no, you've got same things. You've got your throttle, your handlebars, your clutch, same bike situation, your rev counter. You've got everything there like a bike.
But that's where the similarity ends, isn't
You're it? And the exhaust pipes would normally fit in there.
Yeah.
And then you've got your brake pedal there.
Now this engine, it's a Suzuki plant. It's basically a GSX-R11 block, but then presumably inside.
It's bored out to 1200 cc, which is the maximum we can go to. And then inside, it's there's obviously a lot more things have gone on in there. So tries to get more power out of it.
Well, good luck in the season, and good luck in going for your 9th. Now that really is some kind of pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the pressure is going to be getting into double figures.
Excellent, that was ambition. Cheers, Steve.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm going to have a go on this, and I haven't been nervous until now. I'm suddenly thinking, it's quite a frightening thing, isn't it? I'm going to have a go at it.
Yep.
I need to ask 2 things. One,
correct.
What do I call it? Because it'd be really embarrassing to get the wrong word. Is it an outfit, as in...
It is an outfit, it's a sidecar outfit.
Not a combination.
Not a combination, no. They prefer it as a bike, and it is an
Sidecar
outfit.
combination.
Yeah.
Okay, and am I going to have a handle on there to hold on to?
You are going to have a handle on there. It's your left hand, it is your lifeline. If you let go of the handle with your left hand, you're away and out. So left hand, hold on tight.
I was grateful for you letting me have a go at this. I'm not now. Cheers, Paul. I'm going to have a
Best of luck with it.
Right, so, straight is like that.
Kneel yourself down. Get crouched right down.
I am crouched right down. My legs won't go any further over. Like that, yeah? On the straight?
You have to put your legs to your side.
Like
That's
that?
it. Yeah, perfect.
Right.
Right, down the strike.
Right hand coming.
Right hand up.
Like that.
Foot up on here.
What?
If you can. Just to there.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually quite frightened. And then back down here for the straight, like that. And then the left.
Right. And out to the left. Roll over on your legs. That's it.
Like that.
Perfect. That's spot on.
God, am I really going to do this? Right.
No problem whatsoever.
It's slippy. I suppose it must help to know the circuit really, really well.
Yeah, it does help.
Does, doesn't it?
You know the circuit really
No,
well? Oh, right.
not at all. It goes without saying that it's unlike anything else. It is definitely not a car, it's not a bike. My arms, I'm never going to straighten my arms again. I think it's all about technique. If you can do that properly, it must feel incredible. But when you can't, it's still incredible, just a bit more terrifying. The pain!